I've had calls from home gardeners in Pennsylvania over the last 3 years regarding their inability to spend time in the garden and do justice for good production. For those gardeners, I've got some tips and techniques which will help them become more efficient and have a successful garden during the summer. Drip irrigation is one of the newer techniques which we can use to give you a more efficient watering system for your garden. It's a very simple system, and it provides water directly to the crops, not to the weeds, not to any other place where the crop's not growing. And the system itself is very simple to install and to purchase. We're going to have a header, which is one of the main components of your drip system in your garden. This will run along one side of your garden, and you will use this to carry the water to drip tape. Now, how do you get the drip tape hooked up here? We've got certain plastic inserts we can purchase at the home garden centers. I've got one here, and the distance between this drip tape and the next drip tape will be depending on how wide your rows are in your garden. In this case, it's about 3 feet. So we'll take the second insert, we'll put it up, insert it into the header, and we're all set to go now with inserting our drip tape. And as I said, the drip tape itself, there's many different types. For the home garden, probably 6 or 8 mil might be sufficient to give you good wear for the summer. You just go ahead and push this tape all the way down on your fitting and then screw it on, and we're all set to go. Now that's tight, it's not going to leak, and it's going to provide water to the crop. This tape is usually a 12-inch orifice, and the orifices are placed up so we don't get clogging from debris as we go in the system. The other important factor, component of this system is going to be the water supply, and usually a household water supply with about 40 psi and about 40 gallons a minute is very sufficient to do almost an acre of drip irrigation in your garden. There are 2 types of row covers I like to describe. This one here is a 0.5 ounce per square yard material, polypropylene, very soft, and basically it's used to exclude insects. Once you decide to use this in your garden, you want to make sure you put your plants in the ground and immediately put on the row cover, this half-ounce row cover. Otherwise, the insects will get in and cause problems. Once you do that, once we have the row cover on, we find that we can keep it on almost until the fruit are mature and we're ready to harvest. The second type of row cover is a much heavier material. It's 2.5 ounces per square yard, and it's a much thicker polypropylene, still soft material, which we use to modify temperature either early in the spring or late in the fall. And if this was, say, October of 2005, and I'm concerned about this okra crop that might freeze tonight, I would go ahead and just lay this 2.5 ounce floating row cover over the top of this crop, and you can see it really floats with the crop and does not cause any problem, but keeps warmer air temperatures beneath it. These 2 tips, the use of drip irrigation and row covers, will let you spend less time in the garden and give you a bountiful harvest.
A copy of the program you've just seen can be purchased through Penn State Media Sales at mediasales.psu.edu or by calling 800-770-2111.